Okay, Shania. I am happy to have you here. I'm always happy to have a fellow Viking. Okay, so this is going to be a great interview. I know your season just ended, your high school journey is done as far as basketball. If you could sum up your high school basketball journey in one word, what is it?
Growth.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, talk to me. What were some areas that you saw yourself grow in over the 4 years?
Well, as I played my last game, like when the game ended, thinking about it, I was comparing myself to my ninth grade year, and the difference was like major. Like even when I go back to my basketball page, I will go back to my old highlight videos from like 2020 and now, and the plays I were making were so much different. I mean, ninth grade I was a shooter, and that's all I did really was shoot. But as I got, older, I had to do more and produce more for my team. So this year I had to change my role to being a point guard, and that really helped me with my passing. I led the team in assists, so that was one major thing. And also my 2 point field percentage, it went up dramatically.
Mhm.
And yeah.
That's awesome. So you went from being just a shooter to a
Yes.
complete like combo guard.
Yes.
Okay, that's really good. What were some of the things you did even in the off season to prepare for moments like that?
Well, I will work out. Well, I work out with a trainer. His name is Danny. DSBG workouts, and since I was a shooter, most shooters they do only shooting a lot and stuff like that. But with him, I worked on a lot of ball handling moves to get me open and get my shot off because I knew that the defenders were going to be on me heavy and tight. So I worked on my ball handling a lot, and I worked on keeping my head up, and I couldn't be afraid to make mistakes. Like even in practice when I would be working on those passes with my teammates, sometimes it wouldn't work, but as I kept practicing and going, they eventually it started falling. So I just was working on other things than shooting.
And clearly all of your hard work has been paying off. You have a scholarship to Xavier. What about Xavier made you want to spend your college years there?
Well, basically, it was very unexpected. Like I remember it was my last AAU tournament. It was in New Orleans and Xavier was right there. And my AAU coach, she contacted my mom and was like, hey, I've been connecting with the Xavier coach, and I was invited to watch their practice, and he was going to come to my tournament. So I went to watch their practice, and I really liked the bond that everyone had. Like it felt like a family, and especially it being an HBCU, I knew that I was going to be like somewhere where I was comfortable. And then moving forward, he came to my game, watched me play, and I ended up playing really good. I hit like 5 threes. Like I was just playing really, really good, and he offered me right on the spot. So it didn't take him a lot to know that, that is who I want. So he didn't second guess, he didn't do nothing. He saw what he wanted in me, and he believed in me on the spot, and he offered me. And then later on, like a few months later, I think it was November or December, he took me on an official visit, and it was during homecoming week, so I got to see the real experience, with the kids and everything, and they were so welcoming. Even me being at the game, I had my face on a big screen. It
Wow.
just felt like they really wanted me. It just felt like I was special. So
Yeah.
I was like, this is the place I want to go to.
That's awesome. And I feel like New Orleans has its own culture from the food
Right.
to the music to the vibes. Like, what are some of the things you're looking forward to about that city?
Um, Definitely the seafood. Definitely. I love seafood. Like I hear about the crawfish. I've never had crawfish. I definitely want to try that. Bourbon Street, I've been there before, but the Mardi Gras and stuff like that, like I just
Mhm,
want to experience that different vibe in the music, the different dancing they do. And
mhm.
I love the accent. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm gonna get the
I think
accent,
you're gonna
but
pick it up. I think
I
you're gonna
my
pick
mom
it
said when she went to college in Texas, she picked up their accent. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick up their accent, but I'm looking forward to all of it. And
That's
also
awesome.
like meeting new people and just being somewhere different other than like Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be real nice. Had you ever been to New Orleans before your official visit?
Yes, well, I go every year for Essence basketball. Our last tournament is in New Orleans,
Mm,
but I never really get to experience like the
yeah,
town and everything. I just go for the tournaments, but
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun, a good time. And it's a HBCU. So
Right,
I feel like the culture is naturally there.
right.
So I think it's gonna be a great time for you. Are you nervous at all? How you feeling?
Um, I'm not nervous. I'm more looking forward to taking that next step, honestly. Um, I'm just like ready to see watch me grow, and I know my parents are ready to see me get out there and everything they taught me, they want to see it like get put into action, me being responsible and everything. I just want to show them that like everything that they've been teaching me is gonna pay off.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to mention your parents had a big role in coaching you throughout your life. Is this gonna be like the first time you haven't had your parents coaching you?
No, well, no, it's not.
Okay.
But they are, but it is gonna be like the first time where they're not gonna like make every single game because they
Yeah.
come to every single game, record every single game. They still gonna be watching on live, but they were there my whole high school career.
Yeah.
And AAU, they weren't there, but they were at the practices. So it's definitely gonna be new with them not being there.
Let's backtrack and go back to high school. One of the things I noticed was that you were the homecoming queen.
Yes.
When I was at Norland, us girls on the basketball team, we did not run for stuff like that at all. So seeing you win that was so huge to me, and it shows the evolution of like, because we were just like we were basketball girls.
Right.
Like some of us did other stuff, but we definitely wasn't like going for like the queen. So what made you go out for that? How did you feel to win it? Like I want to know all the
Whew.
things.
Well, I was Miss Freshman.
You
Yes.
you've been doing this all the years.
Yes. So when I was Miss Freshman, I told my mom, I'm like, when I become a senior, I want to do homecoming queen.
Hmm.
So I stuck with my word and we started and we went all out. But when I was doing it, I wanted to be different and I wanted to incorporate basketball into it. Like the flyers I made, they had like, I wanted to do like a Barbie basketball type because, I still like, I want to let people know you can still be pretty, you can still do
Hmm.
these things while playing a sport.
Yeah.
So I incorporated basketball. I got me a campaign team. They just spread the word. I gave out buttons, wristbands, and like everybody loved it. Candy bags. It was very competitive, but yet it was fun at the same time. And I would definitely do it all over again. And it was nerve wracking, you know, but it was just it was an amazing experience. But yeah, I feel like I wanted people to know me, outside of basketball because, I met a lot of new people, like a lot. And it was just a really fun experience. And when I won, we were screaming around the house. We were so happy. Like, and I just want to thank everybody who helped me win and stuff like that. And yeah, it was great.
Oh my gosh. Did you always knew you were gonna win? Did you have some I don't know moments? Like, how did that go?
People were telling me that you're gonna win.
Mhm.
You won. Why
Yeah.
are you so you won already? But me being like the person I am, I'm humble. Like, it's like you
Mhm.
never know. So I was like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they was like, Shania, you're going to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the funny thing is, like, we had our big table day, and my table was packed. Like, I
Oh,
couldn't even see the courtyard area because it was over 50 kids just hovering my table, just watching. And I wasn't even doing nothing but entertaining them. I had a girl who raps at the school. She was performing. I had a 360 camera. So I
girl,
had
you
things
went
that was
all out. You for
oh, and
real.
the biggest thing is at the end of when school was out, I had a big truck.
With your
Um,
picture on it.
yes, it was really big, or just doing circles around the school
Yeah.
saying vote for Shania. And when everybody seen that, they was like, it's over. It's done.
She won.
Yes. And that I still was like, I don't know, y'all. I
Yeah.
don't know. So I was just it was very fun though.
Oh
And
my.
after that, I've gotten like so many people from like other places come to me and ask me like, how did you do it? What did you do? So I had to literally go on my notes and write down everything, and I would just send that one thing to multiple people
Yeah.
to, help them out.
Wow. So let me tell you, when I first heard your name and I didn't make the connection, I was watching a football game on Section 104. And like
Yes.
they called your name, they had your picture, and I'm like, oh, they doing promotions for homecoming.
Yes.
This is so cool. Then fast forward to seeing your reel when you won. I'm like, not she play basketball for Norland. Like, wait, she all on the broadcast. That was
Yes.
cool. That was really cool.
Yes, I love Section 104. My auntie, she went on there, they was playing football. She vote for Shania, shout her out. And
Mhm.
yes, and like after I did that, because I was the first person that they did the recognition to, and then everybody else, they started doing all the other schools with homecoming and stuff like that. So they really created something big and good
Yeah.
that, would help.
Yes, I love that. So talk to me about, like, you mentioned being pretty, also playing basketball, like being able to show that side. I feel like we're seeing a lot more of that. And the first person I think of is Angel Reese, who's also Louisiana. Like
Right.
it just I just see her being herself. And like, of course,
Mhm.
people have done it in the past, but I feel like she's like having this big boom,
Right.
especially since winning a championship. Like, why is it important for you to be yourself, to show that girly girl side in addition to balling out on the court?
It's just been a lot of moments. Okay, I would take it back to I'm gonna give a lot of examples on why, I really enforce the issue of being yourself. Well, back when I was in about fifth grade, I used to go to Biscayne Park. It was by my house. It's in North Miami, the North Miami area. So I used to go, and I used to have on like these high socks. I used to be matching basketball clothes with a little bow on my head, my big ponytail, just looking very girly. And it was a bunch of boys on the court. And I would come in, I'd be like, I got next. Like I want to play. And they'll just look at me like,
Hmm.
you want to play? So then I'm like, you know what? I let them. I didn't really say too much. But then when I stepped on the court and they seen, I had to prove myself. It was all about proving myself. And, it's been a lot of times where like I would, be in my just regular outfit, I could have on a dress, something like that. And somebody would be like, "What do you do?" I'd be like, "I play basketball." They'd be like, "You play basketball?" Like, yes, I play basketball. Then when I'll show them highlights, they'd be like, "Oh my God." Like, I just want people to know that, like, don't be surprised. Like, I want people to know that, like, pretty girls, they play basketball too. Like, a lot of people are surprised when, like, they see pretty girls on a court and pretty girls that could shoot and stuff like that. And I just feel like it doesn't have to be that way. So that's why I am myself. I do, my lashes, my lip gloss. I do my edges. When I was playing for Essence, they used to call me Edges. Like I literally this year playing, I literally got a compliment after the game from this coach from the other team saying, "Oh my God, I like your edges. Like, how do you do your edges?"
Not
Like
the
he
coach
had
worry about your edges.
Yes, and like y'all just beat us. And
Right.
you asking me how do I do my edges. He
Yeah.
didn't say nothing about the game. He was like, your hair, it's just so nice and slick. How do you do it? So I was very, I was happy about that they noticed something else. And yeah,
Yeah, I love that. I think that's so important. And I remember when I was growing up, I didn't know how to be in basketball. Like I just used to wear
right.
long socks too, but I ain't know like did I have to have this hard swag? Like could I be
No,
like
yes.
I didn't know like how to be when because a lot of times I was on all boys teams, only
Mm-hmm.
girl. So like I just didn't know. So now to see so many girls coming up with the lashes, with the
Right.
full face beat sometimes. Like
I
it's just like it's so
If they
different, but
had
it's
a
good.
waterproof makeup, I would probably do it.
Yeah, come
Because
on, we
I
gotta
love
get you
being
with this
makeup.
NIL girl. It's out there somewhere. It's
Yes,
out there
that is
somewhere.
definitely the goal.
Yes, but I think that's awesome. Okay, so I want to ask some questions about you in general. Taking it back, young Shania, who was the first person to introduce you to basketball?
My mother.
I love it.
She was a coach at Pace for 10 years, and I used to be in the gym just dribbling the basketballs all day, just dribbling. And then moving past Pace, my mom and my dad, they both coached an AAU team, and it was team MVP, and they coached seventh graders. So I wasn't playing basketball at the time. I was actually a cheerleader. So yes, but whenever coaching team MVP, that we used to go to tournaments, and I used to see like girls in my grade, because I was in fourth grade at the time. So I used to see like little fifth graders playing, and I don't know why, but at the time, I just didn't know that basketball started from that
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I just got motivated. I was like, I could do this. So the next year, right, then the year after, they made a fifth grade team for team MVP, like the first fifth grade team, and I was the one to join it. And Coach Tanya, she's coaches at Somerset now, Somerset Prep, and she was actually my first basketball coach.
Mhm.
And we did 1 year team MVP in my fifth grade. We lost every single game, and
It'd be
then
like
won the
that.
last one.
It'd be
We
like
won the last one. But then the next year, she decided to start a new program called GT Queens, and I was on the sixth grade team, and we was good from there. So
yeah.
she was my first ever basketball coach, and from there, I just loved the game. She just made it fun. It wasn't pressuring. No, we were in sixth grade, so we didn't really have nothing to really worry
Yeah.
about, and I just loved it from there.
I love that. Because I feel like basketball gets to a certain point where it does become a lot and like you feel
Yes,
the switch. So you really cherish the time where you can just play and have
yes, I
fun.
felt that switch.
Yeah. It definitely be like that. When was the
Yes.
switch for you? What grade?
The switch was in ninth
Yeah.
grade. Yes,
Yeah.
from sixth to eighth grade, I played for GT Queens. We were local. We were doing local tournaments, and then my mom was like, "Okay, you going into high school? We gotta switch it
Mhm.
up. We gotta step it up." So I moved over to Essence, and that was a totally different ball game. I'm talking about like good players from everywhere. Not like I've like people I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And like they were all good. It was just such a competitive environment, serious, like
Mhm.
basketball, 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 basketball. Every weekend, my ninth grade year, I played on a team that
Yep.
was from ATL, Atlanta. And every weekend I had to go to Atlanta for
Mhm.
practice.
Yeah.
So that was a lot. I
Yeah.
missed out on a lot, but at the end, it was worth it.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was very worth it. And
Yeah.
I did the same thing my 10th and 11th grade year, every weekend out of town basketball. And the tournaments, they were fun. Practice is supposed to be harder than the game. So
Mhm.
definitely when we went to the tournaments, we had fun. It wasn't as much pressure. We wanted to win, of course, but we got to chill, learn more about our teammates, because my teammates were from everywhere. Like
Yeah.
that's how I know so many people in the game of basketball, because my
Yeah.
teammates were from everywhere. But my 11th grade year, it was really fun, and I still talk to those girls that were on my 11th grade AAU team,
Yeah.
and I think we were very close,
Mhm.
very.
That's good.
But
I
yeah,
feel like
that was the
AAU was some
switch.
of my best times. I met some cool people.
Yes,
I went a lot of places I probably wouldn't have gone on my own. Like
right,
AAU is a good time, but that is like the start of like year-round basketball. Because at
right,
first I was doing basketball, then I would cheer, then I would come back to no. Once you hit that AAU life, you year-round, and then the spring ball when Norland Coach
yeah.
Harris had us with the Rose Classic.
Oh, I
I'm
remember.
Coach, like we don't get no break. No break. Then we was
No
in the
break.
fall league, summer league. So like ninth grade was really when it hit. And I
Switch.
only went to Norland 11th and 12th, but like ninth grade I was
Right.
playing for crop, but it was
Hmm.
still the same thing. Like it's different. So no more cheering on the side, no more doing those stuff. Basketball, basketball, basketball. Okay. All right. Next question. What is one food you can't live without?
I'm gonna have to say chicken.
Okay. Is there a certain way you want it cooked or just chicken in general?
I just feel like chicken, because I mean I was gonna say like Jamaican food or like
Mhm.
seafood, but I don't have that every day. I
Okay.
have it on like certain occasions, but chicken, you can never go wrong with chicken. Like it's almost at every.
Yeah.
store, it's
Mhm.
there. So
Okay.
I just like chicken.
That's a smart choice because you actually thinking logically, like,
Yes, like
if nothing
seafood,
else
I
for
don't
me
eat it
to look
every
for
day.
than chicken. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And chicken is more affordable. Seafood will be taxing, but it'd
Very
be good,
true.
but it'd be taxing.
Right.
Okay. What music do you listen to before a game?
Beyonce.
I hear that. I hear
Yes.
that. I be riding in the car still listening to Renaissance fully through, and I'm
Yes.
just like every time I listen, I find a new favorite song. Like,
I was in the van. Well, actually, we pulled up to we had the Orange Bowl tournament, and we're at Westminster Christian, and we're walking in line, and I'm playing my headphones, and my teammate is like, "Is that the Renaissance album playing?" And I'm like, "Yes,
yes, it
it
is.
is." Like they know, everybody who knows me knows I love Beyonce, and
Yeah.
I just love Beyonce.
Do you have a favorite song on Renaissance?
No, I like a lot. I like probably all of them.
Yeah, that's how I feel. The only song I can skip or two songs, All Up in Your Mind and Move. I don't
Oh, I
need
don't think
those
I never listened to those, but I like Alien Superstar, Break
songs. Me
My
too.
Soul,
Me too.
all of that.
I love Virgo's Groove. That's a good one.
I
Like I
love
got
that
a
one.
lot that I love on Renaissance. Like it's timeless. Have you listened to her new country songs?
I tried, but I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it.
I'm the same.
I'm
I
like,
listen
Beyonce,
to it.
don't change. Please don't change.
I'm like, do what you gotta do with the country, but don't forget about us,
Yes,
the
I know you love Texas, but
yeah.
just don't forget about us
No,
over here.
that's so funny because I listened to it and I was like, okay, girl, all right. But
I'm
I won't
like,
be like listening to these songs on repeat.
mm-mm,
Yeah. But I
no.
listened because she had that Super Bowl commercial. I'm like, oh, let me check it
I
out.
listened to it the same day as the Super
Same.
Bowl Super
Yeah.
ended. I turned it off.
Yeah. I was
I
just like,
couldn't.
yeah, that's all good. Maybe when it get a little more popular, get a little dance to it, maybe, but
Right, right. That's
it's
how it was with Cuff It. The
yes,
song Cuff It.
yes. You needed the TikTok hype around it
We
to
needed
like,
that dance
yeah,
to
you do. That's what makes the song pop. I
it
agree.
is.
Okay, cool. So describe yourself in 3 words.
First word, confident.
Mm,
Second word, welcoming.
that's a
And
nice one.
yes, and third, hmm, I would say outgoing.
Confident, welcoming, outgoing. That's actually really, really solid. When you say welcoming, do you mean just like you're open, anyone can talk to you, you're that person?
Yes, yes. I'm the type of person I want anybody who meets me, I want them to feel comfortable talking to me. I don't want them because some people may look different, and then
Mhm.
when you talk to them, but I want people to feel like they could tell me anything, and that I'm never a judgy person. You could tell me anything. I'll give you advice. I love giving advice, but
You're
yeah,
that friend people can come to for advice.
right. I
Okay.
love yeah.
You that everybody got that one friend that's like their therapist, like
Mhm.
who can help them out. Okay.
Yes.
What are some of your goals outside of basketball?
Um, I want to have a successful like career. I want to do something that, is long term that could, stabilize my life and stuff like that, keep me financially stable and provide. I want to give back to my mother, my family. I just want to do something that really that I love. I have to love it. I want to love it. I don't want to do something that, I don't really want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want something that stabilizes me long term.
Yeah. And what about on the court? Any goals you have as you enter college?
I actually do. I want to be like great on defense, like this defender that's
Mhm.
like I don't want her guarding me because she
Yeah.
gonna lock
Yeah.
me up. Like I
Yeah.
want to be one of those.
I love that. So it's funny because you have the offense. I only had the defense. So like I was not do not give me the ball with a few seconds left. Do not give me a ball for the bucket.
Oh,
But if you want me to guard the person on the other team, I got you. Like I
right.
can guard her on the other team, but I was not her on offense. So
I feel like I'm more of like a smart defender. Like I'll be in help side, I'll be where I'm supposed to
okay.
be. But I'm not like terrible. Like you won't just. But I want to be, one of them ones like, okay,
Yeah.
that's her right there.
Yeah.
You need to lock her down. She gets
Yeah.
nothing. I want to
Yeah.
be
A complete
that.
two-way player. I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Few more questions. Who are some of your basketball inspirations?
I do love Angel Reese. I do.
She's good.
Um, I did like Taya Cooper.
You naming all of the
Yeah.
beautiful ballers who like got the looks, got the vibes, and can ball out.
Yes.
Like I can see that. Yeah.
And my mother.
I love it. You better throw her in. Funny
Yeah, I had
story about
to
your
throw
mom.
it in.
Like my older cousin Sam, she played under your mom at Pace. And
Mm-hmm.
like I know Erica Wheeler because they play together. So when you said your trainer is Danny, I don't know him, but like I follow him and stuff because
Yes, he
his
does.
friend
That is his
Erica.
best friend.
Yeah. So it's so crazy how small of a world it is. But okay, so Taya, you said
Angel.
Angel and your mom.
And yes.
Okay, give me a little tea on your mom and her playing days.
Whew. Every time we go to the store and somebody knows my mom, they'll look at me and they'll be like, she was good.
Yeah.
Was she was very short, but
Mhm.
very could jump like really high. She has records at Midland, I think, for the most steals. She used to get like 5 steals a game. She was good on defense. She was a point guard, and well, she had to switch to a point guard in college because she was very little. But in high school, she was a two guard. She had a great jumper that everybody talks about, and she was just. But that defense was very like
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So
So she gonna get you right on defense. You
oh
want
oh
to improve
definitely
there, she got you.
definitely.
Yes. Okay, cool. So I like to end on this question. Who is someone who has been instrumental in your success who you have not had the chance to tell? Who is the person and what is your message to them?
My person would be my middle school coach, Coach Jenkins. Um, he well he was an assistant coach with my mother at Pace, and he's watched me grown up, and when I went to middle school, he took the time to really work with me, like from like he's probably why my shooting is the way it is today, like doing I'm talking about form shooting for about an hour, like just reps and reps and reps, and he's just watched me grown and everything. And he has support. He did move. He doesn't work at the middle school anymore, but he did move to Palm Beach, and he did watch me play. And my message to him is I just want to thank him for everything, watching me grow. And I'm proud that he got to see me become who I am, getting a full scholarship to play basketball. And I know he's happy that he was a part of my journey and helping me get where I am today.
Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to those people who planted the
Yes.
seeds and now you just out here flourishing. We love to see it. Well, thank you, Shania. This was great. I appreciate
Yes.
the time.
Thank you.